This is Roots of Yggdrasil. It's not a traditional city builder game. It's, I think, somewhere closer to Islanders, or not quite Dwarf Romantic, but it's a placement puzzle game that results in you building a city. And I've only played a little bit of the tutorial, and I kind of want to start over so we can sort of, go through the whole thing together. It's in early access right now, so I guess, we can expect it to grow and change over time. You're basically space Vikings, as far as I can tell. Man, it's a mess out here. We're nowhere near our destination, and we're already out of fuel. Don't worry, Thras. I'm picking up an energy signature in the soil here. There must be a sapling nearby. Seems like that's our only option for refueling, then. Everyone, spread out and look for the source. Aye, ma'am. Okay, so do the basic tutorial stuff. Move the camera around, rotate the camera, zoom the camera, and look at this. Here is our flyboat. And our flyboat needs tree fuel. Aha! I knew it! Ragnarok may have torn the world tree to shreds, but its saplings are still full of power. No kidding. If we tap into the energy in this one's roots, we'll be up and flying again in no time. Sounds like a plan. I'll work on housing buildings for the scouts right away, Chief. All right, so up here, we've got our population, which unlocks stuff as we build it. And this is our supplies, which we spend to build stuff. But this is basically like a card game. It kind of almost, it's not really like a game like Slay the Spire or something, but it's got a similar idea where you're spending a cost to play cards, and each turn you can, play a certain number of cards. So let's grab the sturdy housing thing, and it spawns a random shaped house. So I'm going to stick this house right there. And that raised my population, which you can't see because my face is in the wrong place. It raised my population by 1. And so we can just keep doing that, basically. I'm going to leave a little space around these buildings. But it's like, it really helps a game to have something that's sort of just tactile and fun that you're doing all the time. And for this one, it's placing the houses. Because the houses are always these sort of weird random shapes, it's almost like you're playing a little bit of Tetris, trying to figure out where to stick them all, which is a pretty clever little move here. So each housing building that we build increases our population. So our population just hit 5, and now we'll be able to unlock more stuff, like a barracks, for instance, which is what Thrasir wants to do. So now we click on our population, we get our prize, which is a barracks card, and now we've got a new stat called Might that we're worrying about. So basically, we can build barracks, and barracks will produce might. But, so there are different kinds of resources here. Or different kinds of resource sources. Some sources provide something every single turn. Like, I generate 2 might every turn. Barracks are not that way. Barracks have basically like a one-time recruiting action, where they grab as, much might as they possibly can. Like, so the more... I'll get more might if I put it next to more houses. So if I put it next to only 2 houses, that's not enough houses at all. I need to get it at least next to 4 houses. Next to 3 houses for it to work. Like I could put it here, for instance. No, I mean, oh dang, I can't find a good spot where it's only doing 3. I'm trying to illustrate something. There we go. If I put it there, it'll only grab 3 houses, and I'll get 11 might. But if I put it almost anywhere else, it'll get 13 might because there's 4 houses nearby, which actually makes me think I would probably benefit from putting 1 more house in the area, right? Let's see. Oh, except, oh no, I can't, because sturdy housing goes up in price. Each house I put down costs more than the last house. But, oh no, so I've got just enough, actually. So, okay, yeah, I've got 21 supplies. This costs 11 and this costs 10. So I can put down 1 more house. So I'm going to stick the house right there. And then I'll place a barracks down that can see all 5 of these houses, and I'll get 15 might from it. So now, actually, I've got a total of 20 might, which is great. And now that I've got all of this might, I can click this to unlock it, because this costs might to unlock. So this is basically a scouting node. So it says our scouts have been deployed to investigate that territory. They'll be done with reconnaissance in 1 turn. To complete a turn, press the button at the bottom right of the screen. And then that'll also let us collect our income. So you can see up here at the top, not only do I have 0 supplies, but I get 20 supplies per turn. And I have 10 might, but I get 0 might per turn. So if I click this, I now get 20 more supplies, no more might. And so now with that 20 more supplies, I can build more stuff. But first, another thing that happened on the turn was my scouting completed. So Raneth Cord is kind of surprised. He's saying that the buildings aren't locked to a grid. No, because this is a lot like Islanders, which means, like, you know, the tiny details of where I place stuff has a big impact on the benefits that I get from them. And so rather than locking them to a grid, they let me sort of like pixel by pixel sort of move things around and try to maximize the benefits that I get from my placement. So we'll do that, and now it fills in the missing land and reveals not only that there are resources over here, but there's also implied a route up to this tree. So there's a caravan over here. Let's go check them out. So make a choice. I only have 1 choice, but in the future you get to make choices. And so basically, these are some people who can teach us how to make a logger's camp and a mine. So there we go. Industry buildings will come in handy. They'll exploit nearby resources to generate income each turn, like supplies and might. Just remember that a given resource can only be exploited by 1 building at a time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we've got 70 supplies now. I think that's just to let us build a bunch of stuff fast. So let's see here. So we can build an iron dig. I can only have 1 of these. And it generates 5 supplies per rock that it's nearby. And so, unfortunately, I only have these 2 rocks that I can reach. I don't know if I can build it up here. Well, I wonder. Can I? No, I can't. Why can't I? Because maybe it's because I don't have because this is a big cliff right here. Maybe it's because I don't have a contiguous connection to this area. So I can't actually build there. But, well, let's at least build a little logging camp. Let's build it in a spot where it's near 3 trees. Like that. And then we could, that's the only logging camp we have this hand. We'll build our little iron dig over here. And you can see that my supplies income is getting higher. And okay, we've already got the might to go after that. So I'll select that. I could place another barracks if I want more might, but I'm not sure I need more might. So rather than that, I think I'll build more housing. I'm leaving some gaps between the houses intentionally because there's other buildings that like being built between the houses. So I'm just going to use up the rest of my supplies building my houses just because. Because why not? And now that I've exhausted my supplies, let's complete the turn. So, Radithcord says, trying to move buildings pixel by pixel to get them perfectly aligned for optimization is too frustrating to be fun for me. And Cogs agrees. Okay, but the benefits you get from building placement, they're not like a hair's breadth different. It's not like, oh, if I get just a little bit closer, I'll get a little bit more. It's much more like there's a threshold I need to meet in order to get one big chunky thing. So as long as I meet the threshold, I'm fine. And everything else is aesthetic. So I think they've balanced it pretty well so that you're not going nuts trying to make it work. So I can explore this, and now, finally, we can reach the sapling. But now what? First, it needs to bloom. Saplings all have unique conditions that need to be met. This one requires an amenity building. So you can see up here, it's got a little beer thing here that requires an amenity building. We don't have an amenity building available in our list, so we're just gonna have to keep working towards that. Let's build more login camps. have up to 3 of those. I guess I'll build another house. And, oh, my population just went up. Let's open that up, and look at this. We've got an amenity building. It is a shrub. Okay, so now we've got a full deck, which means they're actually, instead of just giving me the same cards every time, they're going to give me a random selection of cards each time. And then we have to, like, reshuffle and stuff day by day. So, now we technically have access to an amenity building, but it's not in our hand immediately. So I can look at my draw pile and see a shrub is coming next time. So we'll have to enjoy waiting for that. I think that's everything I can do, so let's continue the turn. So Rosenberg says, I'd love to be able to move or adjust the building slots in State of Decay, though. So we had to very carefully place the building slots in State of Decay so that, for instance, characters could navigate around them. And actually, the nav mesh in the game is baked into the level, so the level has to be sort of aware in advance of where everything is. I think you would construct it differently if the player was able to, just sort of put things wherever they wanted to. And in fact, the cars already kind of introduce a complicated thing. The fact you can place a car anywhere. You've noticed that zombies don't really know what to do when you block entrances with cars. They know some of what to do, but it's a complicated problem. And so letting you sort of adjust things all over the place could have introduced more headaches than I think you wanted us to have to deal with, instead of all the other things that we spend our time on instead. Rosenberg says that more freedom in building is something I like, but it can be frustrating if it doesn't feel snappy. So yeah, so that's actually, it's an interesting difference. I just tried, I've only played it for like an hour. I tried Enshrouded with some of my colleagues, and it was pretty neat. I really liked the building system. It's kind of a Valheim-like game. And the building system is more locked down. It's more locked to a grid, and they actually have this interesting approach to the grid where it's all built in these sort of doubling steps where you can like build the same thing but at like 3 different sizes, each of which is twice the size of the previous thing, so that all of their grids line up with each other. And it's much more locked down than Valheim, where you're just like placing stuff at attach points and it can go almost anywhere. And so on one hand, I like the wild freedom of the way that Valheim works, but also there's a lot of weird, frustrating zones I can get into. And in Enshrouded, we could just snap together a base really, really fast without worrying about it too much. Still had a fair amount of creative power, especially because the smallest level of the grid gave us a lot of fine control over the shapes of walls and things like that. And they did 7 Days to Die style sort of adaptation. Like you would pile up the blocks in a certain way and it would adapt to sort of make it look like it was meant to be a contiguous piece. So it's a really clever idea, but it's sort of like, it's interesting watching how like Valheim had more locked down pieces, but you could place them anywhere, whereas Enshrouded has, and I might be saying the name of this game wrong, I think it's called Enshrouded. Enshrouded had more like the grid that you're building on was more locked down, but then the game did a lot of adaptation to make it look less like a grid. Anyway, so okay, yeah, so let's have a look at what we're doing here. So I've got a shrub, but a shrub requires houses nearby. And so I can't just place a shrub in this circle. I have to actually place houses in the circle first, and I can only afford to build 1 new house. So we were going to build 1 new house. Okay, now this is saying max 1, and I've already got an iron dig, but it's saying I can build 1. Oh, I see. I thought it was saying I can build 1 iron dig, but that's not what it's saying. It's saying I can consume 1 iron node. So basically it's expensive for me to invest in this because I have to build an entire building for each node. But each building will pay for itself in 2 turns and then start turning a profit. So, yeah, that's a calculation I have to do. But that actually makes sense. Okay, I've exhausted my supplies, so let's wait a turn. All right, so I've got... Now, I could place a shrub anywhere if I want to. Let's place our second house over here. But I can actually start placing shrubs whenever I want to. And basically, the more, you'll notice I need to place it next to at least 3 houses. But the more houses I place it by, the more supplies I get in one solid drop. And then I also just get a supply every turn after that. So I could... Yeah, so if I want to maximize the huge drop of supplies, I could put it like here, where it's near 8 houses and I get 24 supplies. But then I can't place another shrub very close to it. But since I got a bunch of supplies, now I can place a 3rd house here. So now, because I placed that other shrub over here and got a bunch of supplies, I'll be able to, you know, a turn earlier, place a shrub over here, presuming that I'm going to draw one. I guess, you know what, I'll grab another logging camp, because why not? Why not indeed? Okay, yeah, so now I just got a bunch of supplies from all these investments that I've made. I can build a shrub. Let's quickly look, though. So over here, I can't place my shrub too close to the other shrub, and you can see this little line connecting it to the other shrub saying, don't put me here. So if I get far enough away from the other shrub, though, I can still overlap a lot of the same houses. And, again, claim a bunch of supplies. Now, that just precluded me from winning this turn, because I just ran out my shrub. But that's fine. I'm having fun. Let's just put another one of these guys out here. And let's, I don't know, another loggers camp. And I mean, we don't need any extra might, but let's get some anyway. Oh, I didn't get a shrub this turn. Okay, well, we are still getting tons of supplies, though, so let's just keep building up this area. Build up this area. We can get some sturdy housing over here. Oh, and hey, look at this. Our population just went up again. So we can get an iron mine, which can pull from 3 different rocks. We can get a blacksmith, which is fancy and gives you a huge income of supplies, and a training ground, which gives you might for all your entire population. Let's go blacksmith. But I think that's all I can do this turn, and I'm just screwing around now. I could have won by now, but I'm just messing with it. Oh, we did get a shrub. We could win, but again, I'm kind of like, I want to see. So a blacksmith has to be near 2 of these iron sources. I exhaust it, which I think means I only get to build 1 of these, but I get an income of 20 more supplies, which is an insane amount of supplies. So let's wait 1 more turn, just because I want to see those supplies come in. So 1 more turn. Game's like, what are you doing? Oh, no shrub this time. I guess we got to keep going. Got to keep going. Let's use these 3 trees that haven't been used yet. Let's do another iron dig over here. Let's go with, actually, before we build a barracks, let's build another sturdy house. Wait, did I just... I said sturdy house. There we go. Put a barracks there. We have so much more might than we need. And now, okay, now let's place our shrubbery. Boom. Refueling complete. Good job, everyone. And according to these charts, Ragnarok's lost sanctuary should only be an isle or 2 away. We're almost there. No time to waste then. Let's board the ship before any dark fog gets here. Dark fog? Aye, ma'am. This is about as far as I got the first time I tried it. So now we're sort of getting into unknown territory for me. So yeah, now that we've refueled the ship, we can move on to the next challenge. So yeah, so this is less a city builder and more a puzzle game. But that's cool. I really like this kind of puzzle game. Okay, so I get to choose some kind of prize. Maker's Hammer. Gain 10 might when 3 buildings are created in 1 turn. Well, I do that nonsense all the time. So that's great. Okay, so this little node was just me grabbing an artifact. This is where I'm headed. So again, it's got like a Slay the Spire style structure, it looks like. I'm like climbing up this map, and I've got cards, but it's just so different from it in every other way. It's just like it's got the sort of the physical trappings of a Slay the Spire style game, and then it's completely something else. So damn, getting here took more fuel than I thought. We'll need twice as many seeds. Don't worry, Suna. I'm detecting multiple signals in our vicinity. I love that these are like, they've got all the trappings of like medieval Vikings or something, or maybe steampunk Vikings, I don't know, but she talks like she's on a Star Trek ship. Okay, so what is my nearby goal? It looks like this sapling needs to have 3 houses near it, but I need to get there first, and I don't have the might. So I need to be building barracks. Sorry, I need to be building housing to get barracks. So we need at least 3 houses. So let's, I don't know, let's build some houses over here by the seacoast, and I'll leave room for some shrubberies. Okay, so... Oh, I built 3. Oh, I just built 3 in one turn, so I don't actually need to build a barracks. Because I built 3 buildings in one turn, that hammer got me some might automatically. So let's go invest that might in scouting over here. And then we can unlock something by putting another house down. So let's do that. And now I get to decide what I want. The Repurposer, retain exhaust, discard your hand and draw some of the same cards. I don't know. So far, I haven't seen a reason to like want to get things done particularly quickly. So I don't think having to like refresh my hand. I'll just wait till the next turn. There might be a reason later on in the game why I might want this, but right now it doesn't seem very valuable. A hero statue provides some kind of new resource. I don't know what this is, but it also gives you. Wait, does it provide? No, it costs this resource. I don't know what this resource is. It costs this resource, and then it provides me with, like, continuous might. Which I also don't know what continuous might is for, because, I mean, I get enough access to might already just in the lump sums that I get. So, I'll say both of these provide continuous might. This one I actually know how to build, though. So I'm going to grab this one. Though in the future, maybe I'll find that the hero statue is actually the better choice. So I've got 21. Yeah, so let's build more. And I'm thinking, so I could go shrubbery right now, which will give me a nice little pile of supplies. And then I can't use a logger's camp around here because there's no trees. Maybe next turn. I could do a barracks. One thing I might also want to consider doing is waiting, because actually, you know what? Every time I build 3 buildings, I get might in the same turn. Maybe I shouldn't overbuild in a single turn so that I can save those buildings I would have built for later to get the might from them. So let's do that. Let's stop now. So now we've completed this exploration, and here's our trees and the place where we want to... Oh, what? Oh, great. Rain. My favorite. Ma'am, rain clouds are a type of threat that prevents us from building structures in affected areas. This could be a big problem. I think I know a way to deal with this. Let's start by building an observatory. Okay. Core. So it starts in my hand on every island. Oh, okay. So once I've got it, I've got it. And then I hold on to it until I spend it. And then it goes away. And it lets me draft action cards? Okay. So I guess it's just free. I can stick it. I guess we'll stick it close to the rain. Okay, so this is going to generate Iter every turn, and we can use it as a resource for our fate-bending ability. Let's bend some fate. Leave that part to me, Chief. I'm going to smite those rain clouds into smithereens. So now I've got Iter. And I can get some smite. And smite the clouds. Oh, but now the price of using this went up. So now I can't do another action like that for a little while. All right, well, let's see how many of these buildings that we can build here. So there's this guy. And that guy. Can't afford another house. I can do an iron dig. Though maybe I should have... Well, maybe I should have done the shrub first, because it would have given me some more supplies. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. Okay, so I can build a logger's camp. I kind of want to do that. Except, wait a minute. I only have 19 supplies. Oh, I have 29 supplies. Okay, you know what? Let's build the house first. That will progress us. And then we can claim that with our might. And then can I afford... Yes, I can afford a logger's camp. So we'll do the logger's camp. And now we're out of supplies. We've gotten one of the 2 seeds we need to refuel our ship. And the observatory was making... Okay, so in 2 more turns I will be able to use the observatory again. Okay, so now what? We've got an iron dig and a logger's camp, so we could place a logger. Let's put another one of these guys out. That ups our population. Oh, so now I know what the hero statue is, like how we fuel the hero statue. That comes from Iter, but I think an iron mine might actually be more valuable for me, for my purposes. So I'm going to grab the iron mine instead. I could place a shrub to get a nice pile of supplies. Let's do that. Let's place a shrub to get a nice pile of supplies. And then use some of those supplies to build a logger's camp. And now we're done. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. Haha, look at that. Oh, what's this guy? Interesting. It seems this last sapling will need to be powered up by an Iter source to bloom. I see one over there on the right. All we need to do is set up some Iter connector pylons to build a relay. Who are these people? Yep, I can even use bloom saplings as an alternate power source in a pinch. So we'll leave it to you, Suna. An Iter connector. Okay. So... So I can build this, and it needs to be close to something that provides Iter. And this guy needs at least one Iter source connected to it. Can I just do this all day? Okay, looks like I can. I wonder if that's going to cost something later. That was free this time, but maybe that's just because it was a tutorial. Well, it looks like we're cleared for takeoff. So we'll board the ship and keep going. I've got about half an hour left. I wanted to make sure that we kind of at least got through the tutorial and saw what the rest of the game is like. Wait a minute, Suna, this is the place. We made it! Okay. The Holt. Steve Holt! There's no doubt about it. This has to be the Holt of Prophecy, the one place in all the realms protected from Ragnarok's destruction. Are you sure about that, Lif? I was kind of expecting this lost sanctuary to be less of a fixer-upper. Better this than another Draugr pit or some empty rock teeming with dark fog. I haven't seen this dark fog yet. Besides, it'll be a lot cozier once our greenhouse is set up. Right, and it looks like there's a sapling already growing by the mountainside too. Why don't we build it there? Is that here? Rebuild the greenhouse. Okay, so I click that. Looks like the ruins still have sturdy foundations, and we have plenty of matter. Matter is different from supplies to build stuff. Time for me to work my magic. All right, we've got a greenhouse. I don't know what any of this is about. Well, the dome is sloppy, and you have no taste when it comes to decorating. But I can make this work. Sloppy? Do you have any idea how hard it was to make curved glass in these conditions? Easy, Thras. You know we can't cut corners in a greenhouse. Without it, we'd have no food and no fuel, or worse. Exactly. Good botanists are essential for surviving the world's end, and I'm the best botanist there is. Just watch. Okay, so unlock game features. Collect acorns while playing. Press and hold to purchase an upgrade. Hover on an upgrade node for more information. So fertile soil, as I guess the upgrade that we can get. And it unlocks more of them. Okay, so am I going to be running around, like, building things on different islands to collect stuff that I bring back here and then unlock things for future islands? Is that how this works? So now we're swimming in Niter. All we need is acorns from Yggdrasil's branches to expand the roots. What we really need is a workshop. I can't build a whole settlement without one. But we'll need a lot more matter for that. No choice then. We'll have to set off on a loop and retrieve more supplies from the nearest island. Lif, you stay here and make sure the greenhouse is operating at full capacity. We'll definitely need to refuel once we're back. All right, but you two better be careful, okay? So are we building a central city at a hub? But this city needs to build certain things that require special materials that require me to go on full-on expeditions of, like, different little city building moments in order to get it? That's an interesting way to make sort of a city building style game work. All right, so let's board the ship and set sail. Aye, Chief. Onwards. Okay, yeah, so this, I'm not having a normal game here. Instead, I'm out there collecting matter so I can come back here and build upgrades in my thing. Okay, so I can visit the greenhouse or I can start the expedition. I think visiting the greenhouse is just looking at that upgrade tree. So let's start an expedition. And I can decide... Okay, so Thrasir lets me create additional housing buildings, or sturdy housing gain population when placed. Is this something I choose? Or is this just what I've got? Oh, okay, wait, I can choose... Okay, I think I see what this is saying. I can choose a person to bring with me, and eventually I can collect more people. And then I can choose... Oh, okay. Okay, I think I get this. So right now I only have one choice in each of these two categories. But you can eventually choose more people that unlock new special abilities, and you can choose a different housing model. Like, right now we've got this sturdy housing that, like, escalates in price. Maybe there's just different rules for different housing. And I have to discover that as I unlock these things. What? I'm being watched by a giant cat. Okay, so let's... So we're at the Holt. We can go to the Norns. She is here, sisters, and she has been here before. So she shall be again until the end of time. Who are you people? What do you want from us? We are the mothers of Ragnarok, of its horrors and its victims. We are the authors of its prophesied end, and the endlessly repeating cycle. We are all that is, ever was, and will be. You may call us Norns, weavers of all fates, and your fate is of great interest. Allow us to steer its course. Ah, okay, so we choose an upgrade, basically. Ageless Apple, instantly ready your Scion power when an Eider source is exploited. Thunderous Horn, gain 100 might when Gunuguguggup appears. Weaver's Needle, gain 1 additional building card choice in drafts. I don't understand Scion powers, so I'm going to choose this so that it happens more. And now I choose the Eastern Forests for golden acorns, or the Western Forests, also for golden acorns. Well, I'm weirded out that the Eastern Forests are on the left and the Western Forests are on the right. Let's go Western Forests, because I'm on the West Coast. I don't know. Verdant lands. So verdant. Okay, so now I'm no longer in the tutorial. I've got all these saplings. I need to get 2 of them activated, basically, in order to launch the ship again. This sapling, okay, so this one, it's, instead of having these two have, missing resources next to them. This one has got a positive resource. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Let's build an observatory, because we can. And we've got enough ITER that we can use it immediately. Create an ITER source. Destroy a threat. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which of those might be most valuable for me, so I am going to leave that alone for now. So this one needs to have a might building built next to it. This one needs to have housing built next to it. Now, do I have that hammer thing? I think I don't have the hammer thing anymore. So I think building 3 buildings will not be enough for me to get might. That's my guess. So let's start with housing. Start building it over here. Okay, I guess we'll build enough to unlock the next phase. So a water well gives you resources based on having people nearby. A rune henge gives you ITER. Let's go water well. I guess build more houses? Wait, what's this guy? Okay, so I can spend ITER to have this guy modify my deck. Okay, sure. We'll have him do that for 5 turns. I don't have a lot of room to build. And I want to make sure I can afford... Okay, the barracks is going to cost 8. I want to make sure that I can afford... a barracks. But I want to get as much out of the barracks as I can. Okay, so this is the last moment I can build a barracks. Let's build it next to everything. Get 19 might. And then I think I actually... this will probably give... This looks like it's positioned to give me a lot of land for my town, which is what I need. Oh, wait, that's going to take me 2 turns? Oh, crap. Okay, well, that's the most I can do right now, so let's quit. By the way, so I read the word Ginnungagap. Ginnungagap? I read it weirdly, and just like I just did earlier. Cogs looked it up, and he says it's a Norse term. It means the gaping abyss, or the yawning void. He says it's the primordial magical void mentioned in 3 poems from the Poetic Edda. Okay, so it's more Norse stuff, and it's a bad Norse thing. A scary Norse thing. Okay, so we can build a water well, which will give us an income, which is good, because we need an income. I'll place that. And an iron dig is also a good idea. Because right now, I spent a whole ton of supplies, but I didn't get myself an income of supplies. Okay, so now we've got a nice little pile of supplies. This logging camp... I mean, I've got the 1 tree here. It's not going to be very valuable, but it will, it will pay for itself after a few turns. So whatever. It's not worth it. 2 more houses will get me another unlock. So I think I'd like to try that. Okay, you were green for 1 second. There you are. Okay, so we can get a rune henge, another water well, or... Oh, wait, lumber yard. It destroys a tree. Okay, so you place it next to a bunch of trees, but it destroys one of them. That's interesting. Oh, not just one of them. One per turn. Oh, okay. So this is a more destructive... So this is the first thing I've seen that makes you want to hurry up. Like, everything else feels like, oh yeah, you can just take your time. But if some of your resources actually get destroyed over time rather than just slowly farmed, then that's a reason to make other things happen faster. Yeah, another water well. I mean, how many of these am I going to have to place? It's not like it exhausts. I don't know if I'm going to need a bunch of ITER or not, but it's also an amenity building, which, whatever. We'll grab that. I think I could build more housing, but I think I'm going to hold on to my supplies. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so this... Ah! Okay, so here's a caravan. A mouth-watering aroma of mountain herbs and roast vegetables rises from the caravan's cookfires as a flock of dirt-stained field workers greet you without malice. It seems they've survived Ragnarok thanks to savvy farming and are eager to share their ways. They offer you a plot of land to tend crops on your own, but waiting for them to sprout tomorrow could mean going hungry today. What do you do? Okay, so I could reap the harvest immediately, get a bunch of supplies, or gain an income and gain 2 falcon feathers. I don't know what those are about. Let's do that because I don't know what they're about. Maybe the falcon feathers are officially the source of my supplies? Not sure. What's this? You. Back away from those crops. I didn't spend all this time tending sprouts just to see them squashed by heartless raiders. Easy now. We're not here to cause trouble. Just nomads looking to end this Ragnarok mess. If food's your concern, we have more than enough to share. I beg pardon? You'd invite a stranger like me to partake in your resources just like that? Of course. Can't save the world if we can't even help strangers we come across, right? Your offer is generous, yet I am a banished woman, unworthy of your aid. My place is here among the rest of the weeds. However, allow me to offer a gift as a thanks for this unwarranted respect. May the birds who deign to keep me company guide your paths in turn. Weird. If this is what she wants, we can't stop her, but it is a bit concerning. Let's check in on her another time, okay, Chief? Okay, so basically she can offer me a number of different incomes. I think supplies is what I'll go for. Oh, and that's just another falcon feather. Okay, so basically she's giving me the same thing that other place was giving me. And here's something I wasn't expecting. I thought that we were going to go straight to this tree, but this tree is around a corner. So maybe not. All right. Well. So a shrub will cost me 2. An iron dig. I don't think I have anywhere to place an iron dig. So I guess I'll build some more housing. And then place a shrubbery. And a rune henge. I can just afford to do both. So let's do a rune henge here. And that's going to get me a bunch of ITER. Not that I have any particular thing I intend to do with it. And then we'll put a shrubbery there. Gives me a bunch more supplies that I, again, can't do a lot with. So what I need is barracks. Actually, now that I'm realizing, I don't know, maybe I should have chosen the income of might instead of just more supplies. But here's a barracks. Okay. Now, I'm assuming that... Oh, no. Okay, this does count. Yeah, I can grab these trees. Let's place that logger's camp. Increase our supplies. Let's build more housing. If I could build 3 more houses... I want to leave 10, but if I could build 3 more houses, that'll unlock something new. Again, I really like sort of squirreling these houses around all the other buildings. Like, it feels good. This placement feels good. Okay, so I can't build this shrub next to other shrubs, but that seems like a fruitful place to put a shrubbery. And my barracks, as long as it's not too close to the other barracks, and get a lot of might that way. Okay, so it seems like for 20 might I could open this up and maybe start working my way around to that. But I'm actually thinking this might actually pay off more quickly. So I'm going to choose that. I'm just barely shy. You know what? I should have placed more housing before I placed the barracks. Wait, I can place another barracks. Because I got some more income. Okay, so is this saying that I need to... It'll unlock the sapling if I collect 100 supplies? So maybe what I want to do is stop spending all of my supplies for a little bit, let them build up. Maybe we'll do that. I need a couple of turns to scout these areas anyway. Oh, right. Population goal. Okay. So I can get a training ground for more might. It does look like I might need more might. Ooh, an armory, which gives me 10 might per amenity. I don't have a lot of amenities, and it's a one-off. This is also a one-off. This one seems easier to get more from. This would give me max 20. This one, well, actually, this might actually be more fruitful with the 2 shrubberies that I've placed. Let's do armory. Okay, so now we'll continue. So we're at 43 supplies. And I've actually got, I've got 4 of these out here. Let's build an armory. Get a whole bunch of might. But then let's not spend anything else. This guy's almost done. What does this offer me right now? I can... We'll keep going. Okay, so this guy is done. What does he do? I can remove cards, upgrade cards, or gain 1 reroll. Let's... How do I upgrade a card? So a shrub plus costs more, but it gives me more supplies as a payoff. A barracks. Okay, yeah, it just gives me all of them. Oh, if I upgrade my loggers camp, it gives me a higher income, which seems valuable. I just noticed these have different costs. I've got a cheap one and an expensive one. That's interesting. Okay. I like the shrubs because they're nice and cheap. The shrub plus looks like it goes... So this one will go up in price if I upgrade it. This one won't. So I think this is a special one, but it upgrades into the same card that this one does. So I don't want to mess with my cheap one. It's a lot of supplies. Let's upgrade my water well. And then let's study the stars some more. So now I've got an upgraded water well. Because that gives me a supplies income, it does feel like a good investment. Yes, that gives me 80 supplies. Does that mean that I can unlock this? Yes, it does. I spent 100, but now I've unlocked this. And it's an Iter source. Not that I need an Iter source right now. But this exploration is finished, and it's still disconnected from the trees. That might not be, though. So I'm going to invest in that. This one? Oh, an Iter vault. But it needs amenity buildings next to it. And these are some old ruins that need might? Okay. Let's invest there. And can I just start... Let's just start building some houses here. I've built so many houses now. Houses have gotten real expensive. Let's build another shrub. Just to get a little higher income. And, oh, it looks like I can build an iron dig right here, too. Okay, that's all I can do this turn. Cogs is suggesting I can buy a hotel. It is a little bit like Monopoly, placing all those little houses, isn't it? Okay, so I can slowly build the housing that I need. Because... Oh, actually, I can build a Runehenge with only one house. So I can just go Runehenge right now. The barracks does want 3, though. And I will need a barracks here eventually anyway, so I think I'll keep going down the path. And I also want to get this upgrade, so let's keep going down the path I'm going down. Of course, I guess this is going to go back into my draw, so I might as well... Let's place that there. Okay, that gave me a little dose. I mean, I guess it doesn't. I've got plenty of Iter. I don't need to have a whole lot. Maybe it's okay for me to just grab this. And this needs 2 amenity buildings anyway, so I've only partly satisfied it. All right, next turn. Okay, so let's build my 3rd house right there. I don't have the buildings that I need to unlock these, so I'll save that a little bit. But I do have some trees for this loggers camp. So I'll do that, and that is all my supplies. Oh, these guys have opened up now. Okay, we are now connected to this. If we build 4 houses here, we're good. And also, we've got a caravan. I can gain a bunch of might, or I can gain swan feathers, which give me regular might. Okay, so basically I get 30 might now. Or I can get this, which will take 8 turns to catch up to that 30 might. Am I even going to be playing for 8 turns? Yes, probably. But still, I think I'm going to grab the dose. I'm going to grab the big dose. That connects to this. This needs 2 amenity buildings to activate it. But I'm out of supplies. I think there's not a lot else I can do, so next turn. Okay. Oh, we've got a shrub and a barracks. That's what we needed over here. So let's do shrub. Right there. And so now we can gain... Okay, so this ancient spire is rebuilt and under our control. An empty hidden room was found at the top with a strange object in the middle of it. Golden strand, gain 20 supplies when an exploration is completed. I'm not sure. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, okay, so we've got a little upgrade here. And we built a little house on this. Oh, that's so freaking cute. I love it. Okay, and then let's do some barracks, which will get us access to these ruins. So now we can have a bow maker, which gives us might income. Trading post, it's golden. What does that mean? It gives us... Okay, it needs 2 fighty buildings. And it gives us this income per person. Because I have to put it next to 2 of these, but this is actually what its income is based on. And then a hero statue. But I can build this one multiple times. Of course, this one... I mean, they both are expensive. I think I'm going to go trading post. Okay, so I got 53 might. I think this will be important to unlock. And then this will be important to unlock. So we're unlocking 2 more things. Any reason to or not to build another barracks? I don't think so. There's nowhere else to build an iron dig, I don't think. Oh wait, over here. Oh, we got iron coming out of every orifice over here. All right, that was cool. So now we need to start building houses. But I guess the earlier we build this trading post, the better off we're going to be. Oh yeah, this trading post. I think, okay, it can have an income of maybe up to 24, 27, where I'm placing it. It costs 25, so I can't. I can build 1 more house before I build it. So now its income can be 27. Boom. Look at that income, 80. See, okay, I love this. So I remember playing Islanders and loving Islanders because of like all of the weird, crazy synergies you could create to max out your score. But it was score was kind of all it was. This gives me it's the same kinds of placement mechanics, but it gives me an investment because I feel like I'm building something that's just, it's got a little bit more meaning underlying it. And so I'm kind of like all these resources are things I'm going to do something with. And having this 80 supply income just feels really, really good. Okay, so I'm out of actual supplies now. But that's okay. Let's wait a turn. Oh, my population just went up too. So we can do a lumber yard or a treaded crane. Let's me draw 2 cards. This is the one that destroys trees. I mean, I haven't seen a place with tons of trees to justify that. So let's go with the might income instead. What? No income? Wait, I either lose 5 population or I lose all my income for 2 turns? What? I mean, I don't want to lose 5 population. Would they remove my houses too, or just take away the population number? I don't know. I guess we'll just go 2 turns without income. Okay, we got another. Ooh, here's the place where I can put trees. Here. Wait, what's this? A threat. A Droger encampment. Lose 5 might when a building placed in range. Spend 15 might to get rid of the Droger's negative effects. I have 15 might. Let's kill him. Go away. And then there's, ooh. Gin Gap has spawned there. I don't know what that is, or will spawn there. I don't know what that is. I've got a lot of supplies now, but it's all going to go away real fast building housing. So, all right. So this wants me to build 3 houses next to it. This wants me to build 4. And those 4 houses, I'll have to build more houses over here in order to build a might building, because my might buildings require houses. I wish these overlapped in some way so it wouldn't be as wasteful feeling. I'm kind of inclined to just sort of wait until my income is back up. Wait, I can't skip ahead right now? Wait, what do I need to do? What am I missing? Oh, of course. This guy. I got to do this first. So let's upgrade some cards. I might need more might. This basically doubles the output of this. So let's upgrade this. Because I don't know what additional threats might show up. So we can get 40 might here, 40 might there. Yeah, let's go 40 might there. Okay, that felt like it was maybe worth it. I don't actually have any exploration to do. But I am running out of time. So we're going to keep moving. Okay, I think we'll get our income back next turn. We can use a water well. And, oh, we've got an armory, too. Now, I've already got another armory nearby. Okay, this will give me a little bit of might. I could also put it over here. 20 versus... Can I actually get 40? Get 30. Theoretical 40, but okay, we'll go for 30. 30 might, just in case I need it. Let's go water well. And since our income, I think it's one more turn until our income comes back. So let's just recycle. There we go. Okay, let's start. Oh wait, we got loggers camp. Let's build that there, just to up our income. And then let's start building houses. That's all we can do right now. Next turn we'll get more. More houses. So that's activated now. And now we can technically move on. But I don't know if I want to. I assume there's a benefit to getting the rest of the stuff here. Right? Like, okay, our population just went up. Okay, I can grab a card for, yeah, that seems okay. So we need at least 2 housing here, depending on my hand next turn. Hey, Chief, is that what I think it is? The dark fog? It's already here? How the hell did it even sneak up on us like that? Was it hunting us or something? Now is not the time for questions. Get the ship running fast or we'll be eaten alive. There is a time limit! Okay. Ooh, okay, so I can get a housing building for free. I don't have something. Okay, what can I do? I think I need to build up my housing here. A barracks would require 3, and that's the most common fighty building. So we'll grab that. And then let's also build a free building over here. Which that came from my scion. Ooh, wait, I can grab a discard and put it in my hand. I just need to build this next to the amenity. Oh, but it destroyed the one that I got from... Got it, okay. But, here's a barracks. Okay, so I've claimed this tree. So really, I mean, I might not care that much about this Eider Vault. What I care about is getting some amenities over here, which I can't do this turn. But does this fog spread? Is that what's going to happen? It looks like, yeah. I assume that if it spreads to my trees, I might lose the benefit of them. But I think we can claim this tree and get out of here? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. So I can build these guys. Can't afford the water well. So now I continue. Population goal reached. Ooh, this is an amenity that only requires one person. Awesome. Let's do that. Okay. It looks like it's avoiding the trees. So it's destroying my stuff, but the tree hexes are not getting threatened. So I think that once you get a tree, you've got the tree, but you could lose other, foundational buildings that frustrate. Like if this had happened before I had claimed these trees would be out of reach now because I wouldn't be able to build enough stuff around them. Panic. Useless. Play to remove from the deck. Okay, I mean, I've got a lot of Eiders, so yeah, let's just play that. Okay, so we've got one amenity that I can play right now. Let's panic again. Why not? I don't know if there's much value to... Oh, wait, can I... Oh, wait, can I smite? Oh, I can't smite. Dang, okay, I thought maybe I could smite this. But apparently, no. Okay. Cool. I guess let's just see if I roll an amenity. It's catching up to us. Okay. Yes, amenity, shrub. Here we go. Boom. Okay, that was my last tree. I got 4 out of 2. I mean, oh, what the heck? Why not? Why the heck not? Oh, this, no, doesn't quite work. Okay, what is it going to take next time? It's catching up to my boat, but it's not there yet. It's not threatening the trees still. One more turn. If it reaches the boat, I think I'm screwed. But I can build one more house here. We've restored the tower. That gives us a thingy, but I think that doesn't actually give us any long-term benefit. I think we just did that for fun. That's all that was for. All right. Yeah, Cogs is like, yeah, your question about whether there's an urgency mechanic in this game is answered. Okay, so now we've got all 4 trees, and we're ready to confirm and get out of here. And now there's even more places to go. Well, I do not have time to do this. We've been doing this for over an hour, and I've got a meeting to get to. That was much more exciting than I expected it to be. I gotta say, like, I got into this game when I recognized that it was a lot like Islanders. I was kind of like, oh, this will be a fun little relaxing game. And even though it's turn-based, it's not like I had to act fast, and the fact that I've got a meeting coming up was contributing to my sense of urgency. Still, that was one of the most exciting turn-based city-building experiences I've ever had. That was really weird and cool. I love this game, and I'm excited to play more of it. But for right now, I do have to get out of here. So that is Roots of Yggdrasil. It is currently on early access. You can check it out on Steam. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo. If you're interested in this kind of thing, go check it out yourself. And that's it. Let's go. I'll put links to other videos over here, and I'll show you Islanders, I think, because that's a really good example of the kind of game that I've been referencing this whole time.